Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 as the illustrious Zunist Zunbils. In the last episode we declared war on Karkota Kingdom in the midst of a huge revolt as they are in order to try and take our holy site in here, but unfortunately it's been sieged by somebody else whom we are not hostile to, so we can't actually siege the holding that we want and therefore get ticking war score, but we are sieging the capital of Karkota Kingdom, so we'll be able to get some war score, and hopefully that other war will end and not invalidate our war in the process. And we'll be able to get some good stuff done there. My son, Zursid, practically lives in the kitchens, the little glutton, so let's talk to him about moderation and he'll perhaps become temperate. He didn't. That's okay, I suppose. So I don't think we're going to be able to... We had a quick daughter. I don't think we're going to be able to reform our religion in the very near future, even if we do manage to take this third holy site. It will immediately get us up to 38%, and we're going to need to have 50% before we can click this button. So once we do have it, I'll continue doing successful county conquests, hopefully. And between those and religious uprisings and maybe the occasional defensive holy war, we might be able to come up to 50%. Though I have a feeling that to actually do it we might need to save up a very large amount of money and build some temples. We'll see how it goes though. Either that or take our fourth holy site, which is going to be difficult since the Abbasids have it. Okay, my chief's opinion is improved. Speaking of which, we do have a few factions still. We have some extra revolt risk in Mandesh. I don't think we're really likely to be able to convert that either. I guess we can send a gift to this guy. We do have a decent amount of money, so let's do it. Ooh, the white tiger, okay. Our hunting focus is actually doing things. Lately you have heard persistent rumors from peasants and travelers in the wilds that a strange mythical beast has been sighted in your realm. It's a white tiger, powerful and elusive. The common folk claim it comes from another world, and that the hunter who claims it will be imbued with divine power. Let's send people out to find it. Okay, that was worth a lot of war score. I imagine one of the prisoners we took there was worth something. 50%, yeah. Okay, well that's pretty good. Their revolt is over, so that is something as well. And let's see, we had a Buddhist uprising, and he's apparently fighting somebody in here, which is absolutely fine by me. Will reduce his troops a little bit. I don't know what that other army was actually doing, but they were probably up to no good. So my son is marrying the relative of this high chief. Absolutely fine. We have received credible reports of a recent sighting of the great white tiger. Saddle my horse. So we'll do a few sieges here and then maybe send our army up there to take care of the Buddhist uprising. We lost a count, and he was also apparently our spy master, so let's get a new one. Send him off to Constantinople. The Sultan of Baluchistan has instituted limited crown authority. Okay, this is the... Oh, he's actually a sultan now. You see. The vassal of the Abbasids. Fair enough. I have land in Baluchistan, so I guess that affects me. Just the one county, though. Ooh, and the Taids are having a revolt up here, which presents us with a nice opportunity, probably, if we weren't busy with some other things right now. Fruitlessly scouring the countryside, you come upon a small cottage in the wilds. As you knock, an old crone opens. When she sees you and your hunting party, she cackles eerily and says that she has a powerful potion. It will make you a stronger hunter, sure to catch any prey. Sure, I'll pay 5 gold for this mysterious potion. I think, from experience, the possible outcomes of this event are we either become ill or lustful. So, let's see how it goes. Okay, I guess we got stressed. You drink the potion down, soon you start to feel all queasy, and then you pass out. As you awake, you have a strong headache and no desire to continue your hunting expedition. The old crone has disappeared. Your guards don't seem to know how or where to. Okay. Well, that's kind of unfortunate, but the -1 health is balanced out by the +1 we're getting from hunting focus, so it's not a big deal. And we gain +1 martial as well. So I guess we'll just siege this one remaining holding here. So our vassal is now pretty happy with us, and we even have no factions. Things are going pretty well on that front. We may want to disband and re-raise our troops before going to fight these rebels here. I think we could probably handle them with the numbers we have raised. My son is turning into an arrogant little braggart. We'll tell him that pride goeth before a fall, and he'll become humble, which is just fine, and our daughter needs an education also. I guess we'll use her for opinion. With this guy, why not? Okay, we're up to 69%. I'm pretty sure we still won't be able to siege this because it's still under the control of the... Oh, well. Just as I say that, that war has ended and it has actually invalidated my war, so that's pretty annoying. Now this is the Kingdom of Punjab, apparently. So they are relatively strong. We will have to declare war on them to take our holy site. So that's kind of annoying, but I guess it is what it is. We have a faction forming here with this guy. We'll probably wait till they get involved in some other war. Something before we do that. Maybe it gives us an opportunity to take advantage of this Taid revolt though. And we've been sent a preacher, which reminds me to check my dungeons. And ransom anyone that we can ransom. And I think this battle is going to be okay if we are indeed going to catch them, which we are. It's just into hills, not even mountains. And he's trying to run away, which is always a good sign. Alright, so hopefully just one more battle here will take care of this. Your cousin has sent you a gift. It is a small puppy, but of the finest pedigree and destined to grow into a great hunting dog. We will accept the gracious gift, so that's another +1 health bonus. We'll call it Tricky. And you're headed over here, so we'll continue to follow. Okay, we can definitely move this guy. So our satrap here is not especially pleased. We may as well work on him. I'm probably not going to do anything about this guy and his faction unless someone else joins it. Okay. We can enforce our demands and execute this person. And with the disbanded troops, get back to having a positive income, which is nice. Speaking of income, we do have a decent amount of money. We can probably make some investments in our holdings here, like a castle town. Actually, we can probably build... Oh, we can't build a castle town here, but it would be cheaper for the same benefit. We'll build the walls here, though. And I guess we'll just upgrade the town here as well. Going a little low on money, but I think we'll be fine. Alright, so this revolt... 37% in favor of the Emir. You have no allies that are worth speaking of. You do have some allies, but nobody that looks especially scary. I'm kind of inclined to declare war for, say, these two counties, which would be pretty nice for us. Certainly you don't have an army that we need to be worried about, and you aren't particularly strong either. Let's check out our weak claims here. County claim, which is not too much use to us. This is a claim for a satrapy, and we actually can press a claim on the entire kingdom as well, which actually doesn't help us. The satrapy. Who are all of these people? So Banu, which is over here, our already landed vassal here has a claim on Varna satrapy, and it's in fact a strong claim. And he's even of the right religion and everything, so let's see. Is it this satrapy? Yeah. So we could gain 2 counties that way. However, I imagine Punjab is pretty strong. Yeah, they still have the 6,000. They are involved in one war here, but they are winning it. So we won't do that just yet, I think. Unfortunately, our claimant is pretty old. His heir will inherit a weak claim. So we should be able to press it at some point. Okay. For now, I think we'll just declare these 2 words here. 2 words? 2 wars here. And hopefully be able to get these counties while this revolt still is going on. We'll get the 1 county at least. Obviously it's your liege we need to declare on. County of Maymana. And we'll just raise our whole army. We'll have you gather over here, and everybody else. I think I got everybody gather over here. And why don't you not path through the enemy lands, please? Oh, and the revolt's over already, okay. Well, that's fine. We'll take our 1 county. Wonder if we could potentially instigate some instability in Punjab by killing the Maharani, but doesn't seem so. Your dog is growing quickly and is no longer a little puppy. He runs fast and has a keen nose, and your dog handlers praise his good character. Okay. Sounds good. So we should be totally fine to attack this army in desert terrain with triple their numbers. And you can start getting in here and sieging. Actually, stay where you are for a minute. Don't want him to escape from here. And we'll head you off there to make sure you stay where you are. Okay, no need to pursue the remains of that army, I think. It seems that Khazaria up here has lost some land to Turkestan. Or if that was some kind of Gavelkind succession issue. I'll just stay there. Let's actually have a look at what else is going on the map, since I don't think we have in a while. Khazaria, pretty strong still. Ruthenia also. Pannonia looking pretty good over here, but mostly Europe is kind of a mess. The Umayyads are, of course, doing pretty well, apart from this one county, which is in a revocation conflict. Aquitaine is pretty strong down here, though. And the Kingdom of Ireland exists now, though they only own the northern half of the country. I imagine they're probably trying to take the rest of it. And Suomi is looking pretty good up here in Finland. Good for them. Okay. Not that any of that really affects us, of course. Little revolt going on in here, though I was thinking that might have been our holy site, but actually it's here. I don't know which one. Like which actual holding. I guess Baghdad itself is the holy site, okay. So, the Tamimi satrapy has been called in. As has Hamadan, who might be relatively strong, probably not... Oh, okay, only 600. I was expecting maybe 1,000 or 2,000, but definitely don't have to worry about that. Ooh, and a tithe is very nice. And our castle walls are finished. I think we'll just go ahead and get the castle town started. It's pretty cheap. And the sooner we build it, the more money it makes us in the long term. We had a grandson born, not in the line of succession. That's okay. We are probably going to need to create a duchy title pretty soon, since we're approaching our vassal limit. Your faithful hunting dog is always around and always happy to see you. It's good to have such a faithful friend, so we lose the trait stressed, which is great. Two sieges and some prisoners, none of whom are contributing war score, so we'll ransom any ones that are ransomable. And we should probably clean out our dungeons by releasing a lot of the prisoners we've had in there for a long time and are probably never going to be able to ransom. These former rebels, I guess, will just execute. And actually, why don't we have them all judged by Zun? It will be a mass judging. Probably they'll mostly just get released if past experience is anything to go by. I don't know if there's any other significant events that can happen when you have prisoners judged by Zun, but they apparently didn't happen that time, if there are such events. And Rajputana has conquered this independent county down here. Probably should have taken that myself at some point, I suppose, but that's okay. And we've finished all of our sieges here. We'll go via here into the capital and probably just disband the rest of the army. We are at a slightly negative income, so we can get back to a positive one and still win this war. That would be good. Ooh, dangerous factions. Alright, so we are definitely going to have to do something about this. Why are you all so grumpy? Raise levies. Limited crown authority. Makes sense, I suppose. Don't have any honorary titles to give out, unfortunately. So I guess we'll just bribe some of these people. That's at least a pretty cheap one. Too bad either. Acceptable. That's a little steep. We'll see if that helps out. Okay, looks a lot better. And our castle town is finished, which will help out our income further. He'll probably gather his army together and start taking back the war goal. We may have to send this army over to chase him out once we're finished sieging the capital, but we should be just fine here, and we'll have to continue this war in the next one because we're out of time, so thanks for watching, and join me again then.